Chapter 1. The Gathering Storm. The kitchen smells like coffee and smoke. Not the good smoke from the stove, the other kind. The kind that's been hanging over the valley for 3 days now. Maya cracks eggs into the pan. The whites sizzle and spread. Have you checked the air quality? Lena's voice comes from the living room. Nope. Maya flips the eggs. Lena appears in the doorway, laptop balanced on one arm. It's at 187. That bad? Unhealthy. They're saying sensitive groups should stay inside. Maya plates the eggs and slides them across the counter. We're not that sensitive. Lena doesn't smile. She sets her laptop down and pulls up a chair. On screen, a map blooms with red and orange zones. Fire warnings, evacuation orders, smoke advisories. Look at this. Lena taps the screen. The Grizzly Fire jumped the containment line last night. They're calling in crews from Oregon. Maya leans over her shoulder. The red blob on the map has nearly doubled in size. It's 20 miles north now, maybe less. That's still far enough, Maya says, for now. Footsteps on the stairs. Isha appears, nose ring catching the morning light through the window. Is something burning? Just the state, Lena says. Isha pours herself coffee. Should we be worried? Depends. Lena turns the laptop toward her. How do you feel about evacuation orders? There's no order for us, yet. Maya takes a bite of eggs. They're overcooked. Zoe drifts in wearing paint-stained overalls, vibrant hair tucked under a bandana. Morning. Hey, Maya nods toward the stove. There's eggs. I'm good. Zoe pulls out her phone, scrolls, frowns. My mom's freaking out, wants me to come home. To where? Aisha asks. Sacramento. That's smart, Lena says. Zoe shakes her head. I'm not leaving. The room goes quiet except for the hum of the refrigerator. Maya looks at each of them. Lena hunched over her laptop, Aisha gripping her coffee mug, Zoe leaning against the counter with her phone in hand. None of us are leaving, Maya says. Lena glances up. Maya? No. Listen. Maya sets down her fork. We've been talking about making a difference for months, about doing something that matters. This is it. Getting ourselves killed isn't making a difference, Lena says. We're not going to die, but there are people who need help, right now, people who can't just pack up and leave. Aisha sets her mug down. She's right. I talked to Mrs. Chen yesterday. She's 83, lives alone, no car. There are probably dozens like her, Maya says. Maybe more. Zoe locks her phone. So what do? We help. Maya stands. We figure out who needs what, and we help them get it. Lena closes her laptop. That's a nice thought, but we're 4 people with a combined savings account of maybe $3,000. Then we get creative. Maya crosses to the sink, rinses her plate. You're good with data. You can figure out who needs help and what they need. Aisha, you can spread the word, get people organized. Zoe, you're an artist. You can make this visible, make people pay attention. And you, Aisha asks. I'll do whatever needs doing. Silence. Maya turns around. They're all watching her. Let's take a vote, Lena says finally. Who's in? Maya raises her hand. Aisha's goes up next. Zoe hesitates, then lifts hers. 3 pairs of eyes turn to Lena. She sighs. This is a terrible idea. Probably, Maya says. Lena raises her hand. Okay. Maya exhales. Okay, let's make a plan. The town looks normal. That's the thing that gets Maya, how normal everything looks when the world is on fire 20 miles away. She parks outside the grocery store. The lot is fuller than usual for a Wednesday morning. People loading carts with water bottles, canned goods, batteries, preparing. Inside, the produce section is half empty. No bottled water. The bread aisle has gaps like missing teeth. Maya grabs a basket and starts collecting what she can. Pasta, sauce, protein bars. Not for them, for Mrs. Chen and whoever else they find. At the checkout, she overhears 2 women talking. Did you hear? They're saying evacuate by Friday. That's just a rumor. Carol's cousin works for the county. She says they're preparing. For what? For the fire to reach Highway 36. Maya pays and leaves. Her hands are shaking. She loads the bags into her car and sits in the driver's seat, gripping the wheel. 20 miles. That's how far the fire was this morning. How far is it now? She pulls out her phone and checks the map. The red zone has grown. It's crept south toward the reservoir. Still 15 miles away, maybe. Hard to tell. Her phone buzzes. A text from Lena. Found 23 people on Nextdoor asking for help with evacuation prep. Making a spreadsheet. Maya texts back. I'm heading to the community center. Meet you there in 20. She starts the car. The community center sits on Main Street, a squat brick building with a faded sign out front. Maya has been here before. Community meetings, a yoga class she quit after 2 sessions. Now the parking lot is packed. Inside, people crowd around tables covered with maps and flyers. A woman in a Red Cross vest hands out information packets. Someone set up a whiteboard with evacuation routes marked in red. Maya spots a familiar face, Tom Bradley, who runs the hardware store. He's talking to a young couple, that pointing at the map. Tom, he turns. Maya, you getting ready to clear out? Not exactly. I want to help. Help how? However I can. We have a group 4 of us. We're organizing. Tom raises an eyebrow. Organizing what? Aid for people who can't evacuate easily, elderly, disabled, anyone who needs support. The young couple exchanges a glance. That's good of you, Tom says, but you should think about yourselves first. We have thought about it. We're staying. Tom studies her. You sure about that? Yes, he nods slowly. All right, there's a woman over there, Sharon Martinez. She's coordinating volunteer efforts. Talk to her. Maya finds Sharon near the water cooler, mid-50s, gray hair pulled back, clipboard in hand. Sharon, I'm Maya Thompson. I want to volunteer. Sharon looks her up and down. You live in town? Forest Lane. You know we might have to evacuate by the weekend? I know. And you still want to help? Yes. Sharon hands her a pen. Write your name and number here. We need people for supply distribution, transportation, communication. What are you good at? All of it, Maya says. Whatever you need. Sharon almost smiles. Okay, come to the meeting tonight. 7 p.m. We're organizing neighborhood teams. I'll be here. Maya writes her information and hands back the clipboard. As she turns to leave, she notices the couple from earlier watching her. The woman lifts a hand in a small wave. Maya waves back. Outside, the air tastes like ash. She pulls out her phone and takes a photo of the community center, the crowded parking lot, the hazy sky. She posts it with a caption. This is what community looks like. We're in this together. By the time she reaches her car, the post has 12 likes. The house smells like dinner when Maya gets home. Aisha's cooking, something with garlic and tomatoes. Lena's at the dining table, laptop open, surrounded by papers. Zoe sits cross-legged on the floor, sketching. How'd it go? Lena asks without looking up. Good. There's a meeting tonight at 7. Volunteer coordination. I'll go with you, Aisha calls from the kitchen. Maya drops her bag by the door and sits across from Lena. What have you got? 23 requests for help. Mostly elderly folks or people with mobility issues. Some families with young kids who can't afford gas to evacuate. Lena spins the laptop around. I made categories: transportation, supply delivery, emergency contacts. We can cross-reference with whatever Sharon gives you tonight. This is great. Maya scans the spreadsheet. Names, addresses, needs. How'd you get all this? Next door, Facebook, some local forums. People are asking for help. They just don't know who to ask. Now they know, Maya says. Zoe holds up her sketch pad. What do you think? It's a poster, simple bold letters. Community Aid Hub. Below it, their address. Need help? We're here. Perfect, Maya says. Can you make copies? We'll put them up around town. Already on it. Zoe grins. I'm going to the print shop tomorrow. Aisha emerges from the kitchen with 4 plates balanced like a waitress. Dinner. Eat before you save the world. They crowd around the table. Pasta with marinara, garlic bread, a salad thrown together from whatever was left in the fridge. It's simple and good, and for a moment, Maya forgets about the fire, the smoke, the growing list of people who need help. I've been thinking, Aisha says. We should document this. Document what? Lena asks. Everything. What we're doing. The people we help. The community response. Aisha tears off a piece of bread. I can write articles, take photos. It's important. For who? Zoe asks. For everyone. People need to see this. How communities come together. How we take care of each other when things go wrong. Maya nods. Do it, but be careful. We're not looking for attention. I know. Aisha meets her eyes. But attention can be useful. It brings resources, support. It also brings scrutiny, Lena says. Maybe that's not a bad thing, Aisha says. Maya twirls pasta on her fork. Let's focus on the work first. If the attention comes, we'll deal with it. They eat in comfortable silence. Outside, the sky deepens to purple. The smoke makes the sunset look like fire, oranges and reds bleeding across the horizon. Maya's phone buzzes. A message from her mom. Are you safe? Please come home if things get bad. She types back, I'm safe. I'm staying to help. I'll keep you posted. Her mom responds immediately. I'm proud of you, but please be careful. Maya stares at the message. Pride and worry wrapped up together. She knows the feeling. We should talk about what happens if we do have to evacuate, Lena says. She's pushed her plate aside, hands folded on the table. We need a plan. What kind of plan? Zoe asks. Go bags, an evacuation route, a meeting spot if we get separated. Lena pulls out a fresh sheet of paper. Basic emergency prep. Fine. Maya finishes her pasta. But we're not leaving unless we absolutely have to. Agreed, Aisha says. But Lena's right. We should be ready. They spend the next hour planning. Go bags packed with essentials. Water, first aid, important documents. 2 evacuation routes mapped out. A rendezvous point in the next town south. By the time they finish, it's 6:30. We should go, Maya says to Aisha. Don't want to be late. They grab jackets and head out. The air is cooler now, but still tastes wrong. Maya unlocks the car and they climb in. You really think we can do this? Aisha asks as they pull onto the road. Do what? Help. Make a difference. Maya glances at her. You don't? I do. Aisha looks out the window. What if it's not enough? Then at least we tried. Is that really enough? Maya doesn't answer right away. She thinks about Mrs. Chen, about the 23 names on Lena's spreadsheet, about the people at the community center loading carts with supplies. It has to be, she says finally. The community center is even more crowded than before. People fill the main hall, standing room only. Sharon stands at the front with a microphone. Maya and Aisha squeeze into a spot near the back. Thank you all for coming, Sharon says. I know this is scary. I know you have families to think about, homes to protect. But right now, we need to think about each other. Murmurs of agreement ripple through the room. We're organizing neighborhood teams, Sharon continues. Each team will have a coordinator and volunteers. Your job is to check on your neighbors, especially the vulnerable ones. Make sure they have supplies, transportation if they need to evacuate, a plan. She clicks a remote and a map appears on the screen behind her. The town divided into zones, each one color-coded. Find your zone and sign up with the coordinator. If you have specific skills, medical training, carpentry, transportation, let us know. We'll match you where you're needed. People start moving. Maya and Aisha push forward to a table marked Zone 4. A man with a clipboard greets them. Names? Maya Thompson and Aisha Patel. We live on Forest Lane. He makes a note. Skills? Maya's good with logistics. I'm a journalist. I can help with communication, documentation. Perfect. We need both. He hands them a packet. Here's a list of people in your zone who requested help. Start making contact tomorrow. Check in with me by Friday. Maya takes the packet. Inside are 10 names and addresses, 10 people counting on them. We've got this, Aisha says quietly. Yeah, Maya says. We do. They stay for another hour, listening to updates, meeting other volunteers, a nurse offering to do welfare checks, a mechanic with a truck who can transport people, a teacher organizing supply drives. It's beautiful in a way. The fear is still there, thick as the smoke outside, but so is something else. Resolve, purpose, community. When they finally leave, the night is full dark, stars hidden behind smoke. Maya drives home with the windows cracked, the smell of ash seeping in. We should tell Lena and Zoe about the meeting, Aisha says. Already texted them. And, Maya smiles, Zoe wants to design zone maps. Lena's updating her spreadsheet. Back at the house, lights glow in every window. Maya parks and they head inside. Lena and Zoe are exactly where Maya left them. Lena at the table, Zoe on the floor, both working. How'd it go? Zoe asks. Good. We have 10 people to check on tomorrow. Maya drops the packet on the table. Lena, can you cross-reference these with your list? On it. Aisha collapses onto the couch. I'm exhausted. Same. Maya sits beside her. But we're doing this. We're really doing this, Zoe says, grinning. Lena looks up from her laptop. You know this is crazy, right? Completely, Maya says. Okay, just checking. They work for another hour, coordinating lists, planning routes, dividing responsibilities. When they finally call it a night, Maya is too wired to sleep. She stands at her bedroom window, looking out at the town. Somewhere out there, the fire burns, closer every day. But here, now, in this house with these people, she feels something stronger than fear. Hope. Not the naive kind, the stubborn kind. The kind that plants feet and refuses to move. The kind that says, we're here. We're not leaving. We'll do what needs to be done. Maya's phone buzzes one more time, a notification. Her post from earlier, the one about community, has been shared 40 times. She sets the phone down and climbs into bed. Tomorrow they start. Tomorrow they help. Tonight she lets herself believe it will be enough.